PT3 writing lesson, and for this video we are going to learn how to write a review. Let's look at the learning standards. Writing 4.1.4 express opinions and common feelings such as happiness, sadness, surprise and interest. Writing 4.2.1 punctuate written word with moderate accuracy. Writing 4.2.2 spell written word with moderate accuracy. Writing 4.2.3 produce a plan or draft of 2 paragraphs or more and modify this appropriately either in response to feedback or independently. Okay, for Form 1 and Form 2, your textbook is past 2, so review is in Unit 2. And for Form 3, which is the close-up textbook, the review lesson is also in Unit 2. Now let's look at Paper 2. The code is 12/2. And then Part 1, you have short communicative response. It is either a message, email or postcard. So you have to write 80 words. And for Part 2, it's a long essay where the format will be either a report, review, article or informal, letter or a story or recount. So the length is 120 words. So for Part 2, normally you are given a bubble map. Okay, this is the map. You can see the topic will be in the middle, and then there are questions, WH questions: when, where, who, what, how, and also why. Let's look at one of the bubble map here. This is for your review. So let's look at Part 2 bubble map, and it is for review of a restaurant. For example, you went to a restaurant and the question are: when did it happen, where did it happen, who were involved, what were the activities, how you feel, and why did it happen. Let's look at the bubble map. So the topic will be in the middle, where you have such as went to restaurant, it can be for lunch or dinner. When did it happen, you can write last week, weekend or Sunday, or even give a date. And then where did it happen, so you can name a place, maybe in a shopping mall, or the restaurant is located in Jalan Muda. And then who were involved, who were there with you, you can be your family or friends. And then what were the activities, what do you do there. For example, you ordered food, you asked for extra side dishes. And how do you feel? You can be angry or irritated because the waiter was rude. Or you can say you were happy and satisfied because the service was excellent or they were friendly. And then why it happened? You can say actually how and what, and also why. Sometimes they are interrelated. Okay, so you can say that the waitress was rude, or there was a long queue, or you can be satisfied because you didn't wait long. So, or you can say that the food came quickly, and then the waiter or the waitress, they were polite, and then the food was great taste and the place was clean. Let's look at the example for the format. So this is how you write a review. Make sure first of all you must have the title, example, review of Celeste restaurant, and then you must have the writer's name by Elisa Wong. But later on you can see that from the example, some of them do not have the writer's name. And then introduction, you can write: last Sunday I went to Celeste restaurant, it is located in Jalan Muda, and you can continue. Then you can write the first content, which is in paragraph 2. The first thing we did was to place an order, and then you can continue. If you feel that the paragraphs are too long, you can write 2 paragraphs for your contents. And And lastly, you can write conclusion. I recommend this place because, and then that is the format for your review. For your writing, remember that you need to use connectors and linkers such as for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. So these are simple connectors. So you can use better ones like besides, in addition, furthermore, moreover, then, next, after that, subsequently. Subsequently here means after that, okay, or next. These are examples of other connectors and linkers that you can use in your essays. And then this is another list for more connectors and linkers. And we have phrases. There are phrases that you can use in a review, such as what a pity, what a shame, how disappointing, that's too bad, bummer, it was a real letdown, it didn't live up to my expectation. So these are phrases for your disappointment. And then you have to my satisfaction, pleased with someone or pleased with something, pleasant time and experience. So this is if you are satisfied. Okay, sensory words and phrases. You must have sight, for example, beautiful decoration, and then you have to find other ideas. And then here you have melodious music, and also you can come up with your other ideas. And then we have smell, you have aromatic food, then you can find your own ideas. Then we have touch, okay, clean table and chair, so that one can be for touch and your own ideas. And lastly, we have taste, you can say delicious cakes and your own ideas. So remember that you need to use some of the sensory words or phrases. These are tips for better writing. So use an informal or semi-formal style for your review. And then write about the important parts of the experience, not every detail in the restaurant. And then in the title, you can give the main idea or your opinion. Organize your ideas into paragraphs, and then write about the good and also the bad. This is an exercise taken from your textbook, Inform 3. It is a close-up textbook and it is in Unit 2. So let's look at the text, and it is an exercise where you fill in the gaps. Okay, the Dove Bakery. Do you like sweet things? Love sugar? Dream about chocolate? If you do, then the Dove Bakery in London is a place for you. These shops are full of the most delicious, and so the answer is related to color. Cupcakes, you can imagine this. Second, number 2 is related to taste. Treats are so popular that there are now 3 branches of the bakery in London, with a 4th planned for next year. The first bakery opened in 2004 after a group of Americans couldn't find. So number 3 is related to tradition. American style cupcakes anywhere in London. They decided to make their own and sell them. It certainly proved to be a great. So number 4 is related to decide. Those who visit the bakery will definitely be spoiled for. So number 5, clue given is choose. But the favorite with the 6th clue is given custom is the red velvet cupcake. This is a delicious. Number 7, clue is mix, a bright red vanilla cake with cream, cheese and chocolate on top. The newest shop to open in London is in, okay, number 8, the answer is related to trend. Soho. Soho is a place in London. It is decorated with 9, related to bright, colored cupcakes art, and a large TV screen showing the bakery's 50 different. So number 10 will be related to vary of cakes. So if you are in London and didn't have a dessert at lunchtime, why? not drop by and try the delicious delights at the Dove Bakery has to offer. So let's look at the answer. The answers are: number 1 is colorful cupcakes, number 2 tasty treats, number 3 traditional American style cupcakes, number 4 will be a great decision, number 5 spoil for choice, number 6 favorite with the customers, number 7 will be mixture of bright red vanilla cake. Okay, number 8 will be trendy Soho, number 9 will be decorated with bright colored cupcakes art. Okay, number 10 will be 50 different variety of cakes. Here is another exercise also from your textbook. This is for the Form 3 textbook, okay, which is the close-up textbook. So the title, Geno's, a good choice for hungry shoppers. So you can write, are you bored with? So there are how many gaps here? There are 8. So you can try and answer the questions. Are you bored with grey, tasteless fast food? Next time you are hungry, why not pay a visit to the Italian new restaurant Geno? I was shopping last weekend when I saw the colorful modern restaurant in the old city center, so I decided to try it. I had a healthy small starter of grilled aubergine and chicken pasta for my main. The aubergine was tasty, sweet, and the pasta was delicious. Geno is easygoing small restaurant with red lovely cotton tablecloth, trendy pictures, and young friendly waiters. It's the perfect place for lunch for everyone. So let's look at the answers. Number 1 is tasteless, number 2 will be Italian, number 3 colorful, number 4 small, number 5 tasty, number 6 small, and 7 lovely. The last one, 8, will be friendly. Now let's look at paragraph 1, where we have the introduction. Remember that you have to write 3 contents. Content 1, what was the place? Restaurant, for example, restaurant Slicer. Content 2, who were involved, who were there with you, maybe your family, friends, classmate, or sister. And then content 3, when was the visit? So when it happened, supposed to be last Sunday, last week, or a Sunday or a Monday, or you can write the date 7 November 2020. And for paragraph 1, these are the examples. So remember, we are writing what, who, and when. So the first example is, you can write, last Monday I went for lunch with my sister. The restaurant is named Super Cafe. It is located near the town bus station. Or you can write, a few days ago I went to the Mama's restaurant with my friends. The Mama's is a breakfast and lunch restaurant, so it opens from 7:30 a.m. till or until 3 p.m. from Monday to Saturday. 2 weeks ago, I went to a Thai and Singapore restaurant in Mega Mall 4th floor. So these are examples. Remember that your first paragraph is quite short. You can write maybe 2 or 3 sentences. We have more examples for paragraph 1. Remember that you are writing what, who, and when. So another example will be, I was shopping last Saturday when I came upon, or I came across, or I saw a small restaurant, The Quick, on the first floor of Subang Parade. My friends and I decided to try out this famous restaurant on the 3rd of November 2020. We went to Sandy's Cafe. Okay, the last example, Sandy's Crepes sell desserts and creperies. They have a lot of kind of crepes. They can make meals, crepe, and dessert crepe for you. We have paragraph 2. Remember that for paragraph 2, we are writing content 4. What were the activities? Okay, before that, you must look at the vocabulary. We can use some office vocabulary like main, side order, receptionist, service, tip, checkout, reservation, order, delicious, overcooked, oily, greasy, spicy, tasty, tasteless, amazing, fantastic, impressive, terrible, disappointing, or below average. So let's look at content 4. What were the activities? You can write, for example, order the main dishes, make a side order, get a tip or tip the waiter or the waitress, check out, make reservation, came across or stumble upon, spoke rudely or spoke politely, or offered discounts. We are writing paragraph 2 and 3. You can split the contents. So content 4 will be what were the activities. These are the few examples. Number 1, it is very crowded. If you are going there, you will wait for about 1 hour and a half. The atmosphere was a little bit antique, so I'm interested in that. You can see the kitchen and lots of menus. Another example, we entered and saw the restaurant's atmosphere was very elegant and beautiful. Then we sat down and saw the menu. But we didn't know which food was delicious. So we called to the waiter and the waiter recommended to us some food. I decided to order green curry and chicken. The chicken taste was really awesome and the green curry taste was not bad. We finished all those dishes eagerly and we were very satisfied with our choice. Moreover, the waiter was really kind and always smiling. Here is another example for content 4. What were the activities? You can write, when we arrived at 1:40 p.m, we had to wait 20 minutes while they got our table ready. We didn't have a reservation, but the restaurant was only half full. There was no reason to make us wait at all. We ordered the chips as a side dish and they looked delicious. But when we tasted them, they were overcooked and swimming in oil, so we left most of them. We expected a lot more for RM10. When the waiter asked if everything was okay, we said we really didn't like the chips and he said, "That's funny, I love them," and that was it. He didn't offer us anything else or take them off our bill. In addition, when we didn't leave a tip, he looked annoyed. Now we are at paragraph 4. We are doing content 5. How do you feel about the restaurant? Okay, just now I reminded you that for the content what, how and why, sometimes they are interrelated or they are mixed. So don't worry too much about differentiating or separating them in paragraph. So content 5, how do you feel about the restaurant? You can say happy, satisfied, pleased or disappointed or unhappy or sad. Let's look at the example for content 5. How do you feel about the restaurant? You can say, we loved our Thai style meals which were amazing with lots of flavor, very impressive for our vegetarian restaurant, but the service was below average and the chips were too terrible to finish. Or you can say, I think all the food is delicious and the price is low, most of the jam is awesome. If you go to the mamas, you'll never regret it. The waiting is perfect. For a longer example, don't be shocked when you see a lot of people standing in front of the cafe. Anyway, you will not be disappointed as you can get the crepe quickly because they can make crepe very fast. At that time, I went there in the afternoon on Saturday. Many people stayed waiting to eat it, but I just waited for about 15 minutes to get it. You are now in your last paragraph where you have write content 6. Why should you visit? Example, why you should visit. There are two. One side is positive and another one why you should not visit. Okay, so if you're happy with it, you can say it's a pleasant experience, friendly workers or waitresses, affordable price, cozy ambience. Ambience is the surroundings, fast quick service. I recommend this because discount offers. Okay, for Why would you not visit? Bad experience, rude, impolite, unfriendly workers or waitresses, expensive, noisy ambience, slow service, and you can say I do not or I don't recommend this. You can also talk about the food. You can say that they are not delicious. So for last paragraph, you can write your content 6 why you should visit, okay, or shouldn't visit. So these are 4 examples. Number 1, I was really excited about visiting Vega and the meals were just fantastic, but the rest of the experience was really disappointing. You can say I recommend it for you. You have to believe me. If you want to eat Korean food, you have to go there. Number 3, so if you are in Seremban and didn't have a dessert after your meals, why not drop by and try amazing traditional and Western delights the Pandan has to offer. And the last example, the Delight is a perfect place for everyone. I highly recommend it for you. This is a model essay where some of the words are left out, so you have to fill in the gaps with suitable words. Let's look at the example now. Sandy's Cafe, a good option for a quick lunch, by Siti Amira Hussein. My classmate and I decided to try out this cafe near our school on Tuesday after extra classes. The name of the place is Sandy's Cafe. The staff gave us a warm welcome. We asked about the ingredients of the first blank, because my friend can't have anything with nuts in, and they were helpful. The waitress, number 2, a vegetable curry, and I went for a toasted sandwich. Unfortunately, that was off the number 3, so I had a 4 cheese pizza instead. Then the next paragraph, the food, number 4, fast. The pizza was number 5. My classmate liked his curry too, but it was quite spicy for him. The number 6, for both of us came to RN 55, including the number 7 charge, which we thought was reasonable. Sandy's Cafe is a great place for students like us as the price is affordable. I'll be back to number 8, the toasted sandwich sometime. Here are the answers. Number 1, dishes. Number 2, recommended. Number 3, menu. Number 4, arrived. Number 5, delicious. Number 6, bill. Number 7, service. And the last one is tried. We've come to the end of our lesson for today. Just now you learned how to write a review. Okay, that's all. And then remember to subscribe to my channel. It is called Educator OmniTube. So signing off, I'm your teacher, Madam Gan. Okay.